Hi, I'm Peony, and today in this tutorial I want to show you how to draw realistic eyebrows. The first thing you need to pay attention to is the quality of your strokes. To draw eyebrows, we never draw straight broken hair, so avoid making lines like this or this. Try to make your strokes very delicate and smooth. Your strokes must be pointed at one end. Try to practice these strokes until it gets more comfortable for your hand. Practice upward facing strokes, smooth strokes, and strokes in different directions. Put more pressure on the pencil at the beginning and then loose your hand at the end. The next point is the strokes directions. In this part, the hairs go up and then they go to this side and they go down at the tail of the eyebrow. Some hairs grow from down here and then they go inward. And in the middle of the eyebrow, the hairs go to this direction. Now let's draw an outline for the eyebrow. Hair grows differently in each part of the eyebrow. Now I want to show you how to lead your strokes in each direction to have natural eyebrows. In this part of the eyebrow, we have a few strands of hair and the strokes usually goes upward. So hold your pencil like this and draw long lines outward. From here, you should start by drawing a few lines like this towards the top, and gradually you move the lines to the right. You can draw some irregular strokes in this part because we have some messy hair. You can also drag some of the strokes outward. For this part, the eyebrow has thicker hair that starts from the bottom and is directed upwards. So we have to draw hair like this for this part. I will make bolder strokes so it would be easier for you to see. Add some curved lines to make it look more natural, because hair has different shapes and forms and they're not all the same. For the upper part of the eyebrow, the hair grows from here and goes towards the center. And in the middle of the eyebrow, we also have some hair that goes to this direction like this. We usually have longer strands of hair in here. This part of the eyebrow is usually darker and bushier than the other parts. For this part of the eyebrow, the hair comes from the bottom and it goes inward. Draw your strokes in a curved shape. And for this part of the eyebrow, strokes go down like this. If you want the tail of your eyebrows to be more downward, draw more vertical lines. I like to continue these lines to the end of the eyebrow. It actually looks more natural like this, especially for men's eyebrows. From above, we draw a series of lines inward which connects to the main eyebrow. I usually draw these lines horizontally. Now we know how to create proper strokes with pencil in each different part of the eyebrow. Eyebrows do not grow next to each other like this, so avoid making these strokes. If you want to draw a bunch of hair together, you should group strands of hair and overlap your strokes to form a cluster. You can draw 3 strands of hair or even more with the same method, and group the hair and gather them in a bunch. This way you can have much more natural eyebrows. Next, vary the length and form of each stroke. Some strokes are straight and some curved, some short and some are longer. You can also make thin or thick strokes by changing the pressure on the pencil. Avoid drawing strokes in a predictable and boring shape and pattern. These are the strokes you need to draw for the eyebrows. Next is outline. If you want to draw different forms of eyebrows, draw the outline before starting to know exactly what kind of shape you want. If you want the general shape of your eyebrows to be wide or thin, Or if you want to have short or long eyebrows, then you have to decide at this stage. I'm gonna fill these eyebrows so that you can better understand what I exactly mean. So according to the thickness and shape of your eyebrows, draw your outlines in this step. After all these explanations, we go to the main drawing. First of all, I draw the outline and the general shape of the eyebrow. Then I apply consistent and soft layer of graphite with an HB pencil. So I cover the entire eyebrow with a light layer of graphite. Do this slowly and try not to rush. Then I take the tissue, wrap it around my finger, and slowly blend this layer. I just want to fade the outline in a layer of graphite. And in the end, I just want to have a light layer of gray. So now I take my mechanical pencil, and as I mentioned, I try to start drawing the hair strands from this part of the eyebrow. Your strokes should be thinner and smoother and lighter at this stage, and avoid making thick and bold strokes. Start your strokes from the outside and then drag them inside. Keep drawing your strokes in the same way and drag them to the center and to the right. I go inward from the middle and make my lines longer. I make my strokes bolder and thicker gradually to make the eyebrow darker. As I mentioned before, it is better to make your work layer by layer in different stages and add darker values gradually. Because if you darken your drawing at the beginning, you may not be able to erase it easily if something goes wrong. So it is better to complete your work layer by layer and slowly. I make the middle of the eyebrow thicker and darker than the other areas because, as I said, more hair grows in this area. I drag my strokes inside from up here. In this area, the lines go down, which forms the tail of the eyebrow. Now I want to draw a bunch of hair from around and drag them into the eyebrow. If your strokes are too sharp and blunt, you can fade them with a round brush. This will help you have smoother strokes. I take my mechanical pencil and create bolder and thicker lines. I want to add some longer hair to this part. I'd like to lead some of my strokes to the outside. Some strands grows from the skin under the eyebrow and they join the rest of the group. Normally, men tend to have eyebrows like this. You can add bold and thicker lines to the eyebrows with a 4B pencil and make your values darker. I want to take the kneadable eraser and lift some of the graphite in here because the skin under this part is more visible, so I want to remove a very light layer of graphite. After this, I will refine my strokes again. I drag the hair from different sides and bring it in, from left and right. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're watching my videos for the first time, consider subscribing to my channel and take a look at my other tutorials. I also put the link of related tutorials in the description box below. Good luck guys, bye until the next video.